My precious child, quiet your rushing thoughts and truly hear what I am saying right now. This is not just another message passing through your day. I am speaking to you with full intention, complete clarity, and a deep urgency that cannot be mistaken. These words did not find you by accident. Heaven does not operate by accident. For too long now, the gentle nudges of my spirit have been moving through your life like a quiet wind, and you have walked right through them without stopping. You have smiled at what was serious. You have postponed what was urgent. You have told yourself there would always be another opportunity, another season, another chance to get things right. But I am standing before you now to tell you clearly, that kind of thinking must end today. I am not speaking from a place of anger. My heart toward you has always been, and will always be, love. But love that is real does not stay silent when it sees someone it treasures moving toward pain. Love speaks up. Love corrects. Love refuses to pretend everything is fine when it is not. So hear me now. The hour is serious, and the time for drifting is finished, my child. Do you truly understand what these words are? They are not coincidence. They are not something your eyes happen to land on while scrolling through life without direction. These words were prepared for you, arranged for this specific moment, delivered directly into your hands, because I have something I need you to hear. Your heart has been wandering. You have been treating sacred things as though they carry no weight. Warning after warning passed through your life, and you looked the other way. Sign after sign was laid in front of you, and you stepped around them with a casual confidence that assumed tomorrow was guaranteed. But my beloved, I am not playing with you. I have never played with you. Your soul is too significant to me for games. I have been watching over you since the very first moment you existed. I was there in every storm that shook you to your foundation. I was the silent guide in the darkest stretches of night when you did not know which way to turn. I stood close beside you in the moments when every other person in your life stepped back and left you standing alone. And yet, even with all of that, you have treated my love as though it were something you could pick up when it suited you and set aside when it became inconvenient. Let me be clear with you today. My love is not fragile. It is not a passive force that simply smiles at everything and requires nothing in return. It is strong enough to reach into the most broken corners of your life and completely transform what it finds there. But it is also serious enough to look you directly in the eye and say, "This must change." How many times did I send something into your path that was meant to stop you in your tracks and redirect you? How many moments were designed specifically to make you pause and reconsider the direction you were heading? How often did I call your name in the deep quiet of night, only to watch you fill that quiet with noise so you would not have to hear me? I am not angry with you for any of it. What I am is heartbroken, soon, genuinely, deeply grieved, because I see where the road you have been walking leads, and what I see at the end of it is not what I created you for. It is not what I dreamed for you before you were ever formed. My child, do not mistake my patience for indifference. Do not look at the kindness I have continued to extend toward you and conclude that I will never require anything of you. My kindness has always been an invitation to turn back toward me. It has been mercy extended in the hope that you would recognize it and respond. But mercy that is endlessly received without ever producing a change in direction becomes something dangerous, something that numbs rather than heals. The season of soft whispers is giving way to something clearer, something more direct. I love you too much to let you keep walking forward without hearing my voice firmly and plainly. Do you understand why your heart feels the way it does? That heaviness you carry is not random. That restlessness that follows you, even into your most distracted moments, is not simply the weight of life. It is my spirit pressing close to you, reaching toward you, urging you to stop and return. The weight is the distance between where you are and where you belong. You cannot build a life with your hands full of me and full of everything else at the same time. You cannot genuinely love me while your heart is running after things that pull you further from my presence. You cannot hold my truth in one hand and the world's empty offerings in the other, and expect to experience the fullness I have for you. A decision must be made, a clear, honest, wholehearted decision, not the kind made with words, while the heart quietly remains elsewhere, not the kind that shows up in certain spaces, while hiding in others. A real decision, a full surrender, one that cost you something, because that is what genuine commitment always does. So many people believe that my grace means I will simply continue overlooking whatever they choose to do indefinitely. That my love means I have no standards, no holiness, no lines that matter. But that is not who I am. I am merciful, yes, profoundly and endlessly merciful. But my mercy is not powerless. My grace is not permission to remain unchanged. I am calling you today with an urgency that is born entirely from love, not from frustration. Wake up, see clearly, turn fully, not halfway, not eventually. Now, if your heart truly belongs to me, let today be the moment that truth becomes visible in how you actually live. I have stored up beautiful things for you, things your mind has not yet had the capacity to picture, blessings that are waiting on the other side of genuine surrender. But those things cannot reach you while your heart is still divided. They cannot flow into a life that has not made room for them. By releasing what is blocking the way, I want you to experience joy that goes deeper than any happiness you have ever known. Peace that holds steady in the middle of circumstances that make no sense. A sense of purpose so clear and so specific that you wake up every morning knowing exactly why you are here and where you are going. But none of that arrives without honesty. None of it comes without the willingness to stop pretending and start being real with me. Right now, I am at the entrance of your heart. I have been knocking for longer than you may realize, not with frustration, not with the impatience of someone who is tired of waiting, but with the steady, persistent love of a father who is not willing to stop until his child opens the door. Do not turn away from this moment. Do not let the noise of everything else pull you out of this. Let me in, completely and fully in, not just into the parts of your life that are already presentable, not just into the rooms you keep clean and organized Let me into the hidden ones too, the ones where the pain lives, the ones where the shame has taken up residence, the ones where the emptiness keeps growing, no matter what you try to fill it with. Those are the exact places my love is designed to go. But understand this clearly. If you continue to close the door, if you continue to choose everything else over the voice calling you home, there will come a shaking, not as punishment aimed at your destruction, but as the loving correction of a father who will not simply watch his child walk off the edge without doing everything within his power to stop it. I will allow things to shift. Comfort you have placed too much trust in will begin to fade. Plans that were built on the wrong foundation will begin to crack. Not because I want you to suffer, but because I want you back. I will do whatever love requires to bring you back to where you belong. I will not lose you without a fight. I want to be honest with you about something. I cannot bring healing to places you refuse to let me touch. I cannot restore what you will not hand over. I cannot do anything with a closed fist. Everything I have for you requires that you open your hands. This is not complicated, but it is unserious. Your life is not something small. Your soul is not something cheap. I have enormous purposes in mind for you, purposes that extend far beyond anything your own ambition has ever imagined. But none of those purposes can unfold while you keep living as though I am just one small voice among many, competing for your attention. Make your choice now. Choose fully. Choose with clarity. Surrender without holding anything back. I am not here with threats dressed up as love. I am here with real love that is honest enough to speak the truth, even when the truth is uncomfortable. Stop drifting. Stop delaying. Stop believing that your soul can afford any more seasons of indecision. Begin right now to live inside the fullness and the freedom of the life I have been holding for you, waiting for you to be ready to receive it. My child, receive what I am about to say, as though your entire future depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Your heart is a place where truth and deception wrestle daily for control. You have been given knowledge of my ways. You have heard my word. You have sat in the presence of my truth more times than you can count. And yet, the weight of that truth still sits lightly on you. You treat it as one option among many, rather than as the foundation everything else must be built upon. But I am not simply one voice in a long line of voices asking for your attention. I am the voice that existed before every other voice, the one that spoke the world into being, that formed every intricate detail of who you are, and that breathed purpose into your existence before you ever arrived here. Do you truly believe there are no consequences to treating that voice casually? Do you genuinely think that knowing the truth, while choosing to live as though it does not apply to you, carries no weight? Every single decision you make is a seed, and seeds produce harvests, whether you are paying attention or not. I have laid the path of life plainly before you, and still, again and again, your feet have chosen detours. I have watched you run after things that sparkled from a distance, but left your hands empty when you finally reached them. I have seen you give the most tender parts of your heart to people and things that were never equipped to handle what you offered. I have felt every wave of disappointment that crashed over you. I heard every prayer that came from a broken and confused place. And I watched you, even after all of that, turn back toward the very same sources that had already proven they could not give you what you were searching for. My child, why do you keep walking away from the only one who actually knows how to fill you completely? I am not reminding you of this to make you feel shame. I am reminding you because something inside of you already knows it is true. And that knowing has been trying to get your attention for a very long time. Stop treating what is holy as though it were common. Stop testing the outer edges of my patience as though it were a boundary you could push indefinitely without consequence. My love for you is not about in the sense of being weak. My love for you is fierce. It is a love that goes to war on your behalf in places you cannot see. It is a love that has held back more consequences from your choices than you will ever know about on this side of eternity. But the same fierce love is now calling you out of the comfortable middle ground you have been living in and inviting you into something that actually requires all of you. Every single step that carries you away from me takes you deeper into confusion and pain. Every step that moves you toward me carries you further into healing and genuine peace. The distance between those two paths is not abstract or theoretical. It is something you feel in the quality of your sleep, in the level of peace available to you, in the quiet moments, in how you feel when the noise of your day finally goes silent, and there is nothing left to distract you from what is actually going on inside your heart. I am not far from you right now. I am pressing close, but you keep pushing me to arm's length because the truth I carry feels like too much to receive all at once. Stop running from the very thing your soul has been aching to find. I have placed moment after moment in your path as an invitation to slow down and re-examine the direction you were heading, and you rushed through most of them. You were too busy, too distracted, too committed to what you had already decided you wanted, to notice that I was trying to redirect you before you got too far down a road that would cost you more than you intended to spend. And yet, here I am still, speaking again, because I do not give up on the ones I love. My heart isn't capable of letting you go without doing everything love allows me to do to call you back. Let this moment be genuinely different from all the ones before it. Let something shift inside you right now that does not shift back. Let this be the day you choose life with the full weight of what that choice means. The price of continuing to ignore my voice is not just the loss of blessings, it is the loss of the very joy and peace your soul was constructed to carry. It is the slow hollowing out of purpose until what remains barely resembles the person I designed. I see clearly what you cannot see from where you are standing. I see the direction you are currently moving, and I see what is waiting at the end of it. And my heart is reaching toward you with everything it has. Return to me, not with rehearsed words and familiar phrases that require nothing from your actual heart. Return with the full weight of who you are, every fear included, every doubt included, every habit and struggle and secret shame included. Give me all of it. Let me take from your hands the burdens that were never meant to be yours to carry alone. Let me give you the rest that your mind and your body and your spirit have been desperate for. This moment is not one to dismiss with a shrug and move on from. This moment carries the potential to become the turning point your whole life has been building toward. My words are not empty sounds. They are life itself. They contain the power to transform whatever they are allowed to touch. If you will truly listen, I mean listen with your full heart and not just your ears, I will heal what has been broken. If you will truly obey, from a place of genuine surrender rather than reluctant obligation, I will bless what has been barren. But if the games continue, if the pretending goes on, you risk losing access to the one thing that can give you what nothing else in this world has been able to provide: my presence, my peace, and the covering of my protection over your life. My beloved, let these next words go straight to the place inside you where you keep the things you do not show anyone. I can already see everything you store there. The doubts you have learned to cover quickly. The fears you carry alone because you do not believe anyone else would fully understand. The questions that visit you in the quiet and refuse to leave without answers. I am not here to expose you or embarrass you. I am here because those hidden places are exactly where I want to bring healing. But healing cannot come to a wound that stays covered. It cannot reach what is never surrendered. You smile through things that are actually breaking you. You maintain a version of yourself that is acceptable and presentable, while something entirely different is happening underneath the surface. You stay in motion because slowing down means facing what you have been running from. But I see all of it, every layer, every contradiction, every tired and worn out corner of your heart. And my love does not pull back from any of it. It does not diminish when I see the full picture. If anything, it deepens, because I know what you have been carrying. And I know how long you have been carrying it. And I am not willing to watch you keep doing that. Stop playing games with the life I placed in your hands. Stop going through the motions of belief while your heart is stationed somewhere far away from where your words claim it is. Real trust is not a performance. It is not the right language used in the right settings. It is the daily, costly, sometimes uncomfortable choice to actually live by what you say you believe. Real love for me is not an emotion you feel on certain days when circumstances cooperate. It is a direction, a commitment, a surrender of the parts of you that still want to be in charge of their own outcomes. I am not asking you to arrive already fixed and fully formed. I am asking you to come honestly. Come with the real version of yourself, not the curated one. Come with the messy parts, the unresolved parts, the parts that do not yet look like what you think a person close to me is supposed to look like. I am more than equipped to handle what you actually are. What I cannot work with is what is pretend. I do not need you to present me with a version of yourself you constructed to be acceptable. I need you to stop constructing and simply come. Too many times you have turned away because the truth asked more of you than you were prepared to give in that moment. Too many times the comfortable path won out over the right one, simply because the right one carried difficulty you weren't ready to face. But hear me on this. The path I am inviting you onto is not without challenges. I will not promise you otherwise. What I will promise you is that the challenges on this path are the ones that build something lasting inside of you, something no storm can take away. The path the world keeps offering you looks easier at the entrance, but costs far more by the end. And the things it takes from you cannot be easily recovered. My child, I do not want you carrying any more unnecessary scars from choices that could have been avoided if you had listened earlier. I want you free from the cycle of reaching for things that break your heart over and over again. I want you completely whole, in a way you may have stopped believing was still possible for you. Today, your soul can stop searching. Today, the restlessness that has been your companion for so long can begin to give way to something genuinely different. But only if you stop treating this as one more moment that passes without producing a real change in direction. You were not placed on this earth to chase temporary satisfaction and call it a life. You were created for eternal joy, for a peace that does not evaporate when the next difficulty arrives, for a purpose so specific and so carefully crafted that no one else can fulfill it in your place. I have written every chapter of your story with that purpose threaded through it. Every detail has been intentional, but you must trust the author. You must stop grabbing the pen and trying to rewrite sections in the moment because they feel uncomfortable. Trust me to lead you. Trust me fully, completely, even in the chapters that do not yet make sense to you. The time for excuses has come to an end. The season of postponing has run out. What sits in front of you right now is a gift wrapped in mercy, a fresh opportunity that not everyone receives. I am not promising you tomorrow. I am giving you right now. Use it wisely. Use it with full awareness of what is being offered. Let go of everything you have been dragging behind you. The fears, the regrets, the habits that are pulling you backward. The relationships with things and people that are actively working against the life I have planned for you. Bring me every burden you are carrying, every mistake you have repeated more times than you can count. Every wound you are still trying to manage on your own. When you come to me with all of that, you will not find judgment. You will find the gentlest, most powerful love you have ever encountered. Something that actually heals, rather than simply managing symptoms. Stop hiding from the one who sees everything and loves you anyway. Stop running from the voice that has been chasing you with grace since the very beginning. The place you belong is not somewhere out there, still to be discovered. It is right here, in the center of my presence, in the middle of a life, fully surrendered to me. That is home. That is where the searching stops. My child, take every word I have spoken today into the deepest part of your heart. I am completely serious about your life. I am not saying any of this to create fear or to condemn you. I am saying all of it because you are precious beyond any measure, and your soul deserves truth more than it deserves comfort. Stop playing games with the gift of the life you have been given. Let my love reshape you from the inside out. Let my truth become the lens through which you evaluate every choice you make. Let my presence become the place you return to when everything else proves insufficient. This is my urgent and earnest invitation to you. Come home. Come back without reservation. Stop playing with what is holy and start living inside the freedom, the fullness, and the love that I have been holding for you all along. I have not shifted. I have not moved. I have not changed my mind about you. You may have wandered further than you intended. You may have spent seasons with your face turned away from mine. You may have filled your life to the edges with things that were designed to keep you too occupied to hear me clearly. But I have remained. I have waited with a patience that does not wear out, and a love that does not cool off. And I am still here, still speaking, still reaching toward you, still believing in everything I created you to become. You are not beyond the reach of what I can do. You are not too damaged, too far gone, too full of history to receive something genuinely new. Do not accept the lie that you have used up all your opportunities, or that too many wrong turns have permanently closed the door. I am still willing to receive you. My arms have not lowered. My grace is still more than sufficient for everything you are carrying. But I need you to take me seriously. I need you to understand in a way that actually changes how you live, that your soul is not a casual matter. Your eternity is not a topic for another day. The decisions you are making right now are shaping far more than just your immediate circumstances. You have used my name in moments of need. You have claimed belief when it was convenient and set it aside when it cost you something. You have been present in spaces where my truth was spoken and still managed to keep certain rooms of your heart completely off limits to me. I see every one of those locked rooms, and I am not calling them out to shame you. I am calling them out because I want to come inside and bring light to what has been living in the dark there. I do not want a partial version of you. I want the real one, the exhausted one, the confused one, the one who is tired of pretending and desperate for something that is actually true and actually solid. You do not need to be reconstructed into something more impressive before you come to me. I never asked for a performance, and I am not asking for one now. I asked for your heart, the real one. So why are you still standing at a distance? Why are you still measuring out how much of yourself to offer? Why are you still looking for approval from people whose opinions shift like wind, when I have already spoken your worth permanently over your life? Why are you still picking up the things that burn you? You speak of wanting peace, but peace cannot coexist with a life that is still divided. You speak of wanting freedom, but you are still holding the chains yourself. You speak of wanting to truly know me, but that knowing only comes when you surrender the parts of you that are still holding out. You cannot live with one foot in each world indefinitely. The longer you try, the more exhausted you become, and the further you drift from what you actually need. Choose, decide, let the decision be complete, and let it begin right now. My child, let there be no ambiguity about where you stand today. The days have a weightiness to them now that they have not always carried. I know how much is competing for your attention. I know how confusing the noise around you has become. I know how hard it is sometimes to locate what is actually true when everything around you seems designed to blur the lines. But my voice cuts through all of that. My word does not get lost in the noise. And what I am saying right now is more important than anything else reaching your ears today. You weren't designed to live in a state of ongoing confusion. You were not put here to chase your tail, going in circles year after year, reaching for things that give you nothing of lasting value. You were made to walk in a relationship with me that is clear, consistent, and alive. One where you can actually hear my voice and recognize it. One where my peace is a daily reality and not just a concept you have heard about. But that kind of life does not come to someone still sitting on the fence of whether they are truly committed or not. So many people waste the days they have been given by living entirely in the future tense. They tell themselves they will get serious tomorrow. They will pray next week. They will deal with this eventually. They will fully surrender when life settles down a little. But my child, life does not settle down and wait for you to be ready. And tomorrow is not yours to promise yourself. The only moment that is fully, completely yours is the one you are inside of right now. What you choose to do with it matters more than you may realize. My heart isn't carrying anger toward you. What fills my heart as I speak these words is urgency that comes directly from love. I can see things from where I stand that you cannot yet see from where you are. I can see the traps that have been set on the road ahead. I can see the pain waiting to find you on the path you are currently on. And everything in me wants to pull you back before you get any further down that road. I want to protect you from pain that does not have to happen. But protection requires that you stop walking toward the thing I am calling you away from. You cannot sustain yourself on a diet of deception and expect to grow strong. You cannot keep filling your ears with the voice of the world while hoping to stay attuned to mine. I speak clearly to those who actually want truth more than they want comfort. I draw close to those who are willing to release their pride and admit that they do not have it all figured out. I cannot pour blessing into a vessel that is already full of things that should not be there. I bless what has been genuinely surrendered and genuinely submitted. I know what is happening inside you right now. I know the battles you have not told a single soul about. I know the thoughts that arrive late at night when everything is quiet and your defenses are down. I know the fear that has taken up permanent residence in the back of your mind. I see every bit of it, and I am saying to you now, with complete clarity, you do not have to carry any of that anymore. You do not have to keep being strong all by yourself. The only thing I am asking of you is that you surrender, that you finally stop trying to manage your own healing, and let me in to do what only I can do. Let me inside every part of your life, not just the acceptable parts, not just the Sunday version of you. All of it, every corner, every struggle, everything you have convinced yourself is too broken or too shameful to bring to me. You were designed for genuine joy, for real freedom, for a purpose that has weight and meaning and direction. But those things only come through full obedience, not reluctant, partial compliance. The real thing that comes from a heart that has finally decided it is done doing this alone. I am not requesting your perfection. I am requesting your honesty. I do not need you to have everything figured out. I simply ask that you trust that I do. You are not too far gone. You have not crossed a line that puts you beyond what my grace can cover. If you will come right now, with everything you are and everything you are not, I will receive you completely. I will restore what the years of wandering have worn away, and I will walk with you forward into the life I specifically designed for you before you ever arrived in this world. But the first step is yours. You must stop the game. You must take my words to heart, not just for today, not just for this moment, but as a permanent shift in how you live. This is the voice of the one who made you, who loves you, who has been calling you home for longer than you have been willing to admit you were away. Come back. Let go of everything that isn't worth what it is costing you. Walk away from the lies that have kept your heart numb and step into the truth that can actually set you free. Step into the light. Step into the kind of life that can only be built when I am at the center of it. I love you with a love that has no end and no condition attached to it. I want every part of you, not just your best moments, your whole heart. Give it to me now and stay close to see what I will do with it. My child, let these final words settle into you like a long-needed breath of fresh air. I have not gone anywhere. I have not given up. I have not stopped speaking into your life. But you must hear me now, with the kind of listening you have not yet brought to this. Not the hearing of someone going through familiar motions, but the hearing of someone who has finally decided that the truth is worth the cost of receiving it. You cannot keep walking the same roads and arriving somewhere different. You cannot live with one heart in two directions and call that wholeness. These are not small decisions. These are the choices that build or erode the foundation of everything. I want you close. I want you safe and whole and fully alive inside the purpose I created you to carry. Before we close, let us bring our hearts to the Father together. Lord Jesus, I come to you in this quiet moment with everything I have been carrying. I bring you the weariness I have tried to hide and the questions I have been too afraid to ask out loud. I bring you the habits that have held me, the doubts that have followed me, the fears I keep finding in the silence. You see all of it, and you love me still. You do not push me away from your presence. You draw me closer in, closer to your heart, your promises, your grace that keeps showing up, even when I have not deserved it. Help me today to simply rest in who you are. Help me to stop fighting for control and just be yours, without reservation. Remind me that my worth is not built on what I accomplish, but on the love you have spoken over me. Permanently, you call me yours. You call me chosen. You walk beside me even when the road is unclear and the progress is slow. Let this be a day where I choose to lean into you fully, where I decide to believe that you are at work, even in the places I cannot see yet. Let my heart be genuinely open to your voice, my hands released from what I have been gripping too tightly, and my spirit quiet enough to simply hear you say, I am here, and I am enough. Thank you for meeting me in the ordinary moments. Thank you for never requiring me to have it all together. Before you show up, I give this day to you completely. Every unknown, every unanswered question, and I trust you to hold all of it with a care that far exceeds my own. In your name, I pray. Amen. If these words stirred something true inside of you today, let your amen in the comments be your declaration. And carry this further than yourself. Share this with someone who needs to hear that the voice calling them home has not stopped and will not stop. Let us take this light into every corner we can reach together. From the very beginning, I walked with you through every high point and every place where the ground fell away beneath you. Even in the moments you were completely unable to feel my presence, I was actively holding you together. When the whole thing looked like it was falling apart, I was quietly building something better from the pieces. My child, you have never spent a single second truly alone. Not one. My presence has been your shelter, even in the seasons you could not recognize it as such. Beautiful things are still ahead of you. Do not let your past rob the future of its joy before it even arrives. You are not frozen in place. You are not beyond direction. You are in the middle of a process, growing, healing, and becoming more completely the person I formed you to be with intention and love. Extend yourself some grace. Be as gentle with your own heart as you would be with someone you deeply love. I am not rushing you, and there is no reason for you to rush yourself. Walk with me one day at a time, one step following the next, and together we will move forward into everything that is still waiting for you. Prayer, slow, gentle, reverent pacing. Before we close today, let us bring our hearts together in prayer. Heavenly Father, in this quiet moment, beneath the weight of all that life has been carrying, I lift my heart toward you. Thank you for the breath in my lungs right now, and for the grace that follows me into every new morning. Thank you for the ways you show up in the smallest moments, in the warmth of sunlight, in the stillness between thoughts, in the peace that settles in when I choose to remember that you are here. Lord, I come to you without pretense and without polished words. I come with a heart that simply wants to rest in you. Meet me in this moment exactly as I am, and make it holy with your presence. Breathe fresh peace into the places inside me where worry has been gathering, where doubt has been the loudest voice. Let your truth speak louder and longer. Help me to move through today with open hands, ready to receive whatever you have, and ready to release whatever you ask me to let go. Let gentleness mark the way I treat others and the way I treat myself. Let patience grow in me quietly, even in the places no one else will see. Remind me that even the tiniest expression of love, done sincerely, carries something of your light into the world. I do not know everything that is ahead, but I trust completely that you do, and that is more than enough for me. Let every step I take today be a quiet act of worship. Let every word I speak carry something worth carrying. Let every moment I breathe be lived with an awareness of how close you truly are. In everything, large and small, let me find the deep joy of simply walking through life with you, and Amen. Outro, warm, intimate, gentle close. If this message moved something inside your heart today, type Amen in the comments and let it stand as your agreement with the truth of what was spoken. Do not carry this blessing only to yourself. Share this with someone in your life who needs to hear that they are seen, that they are loved, that they are not walking through this alone. Let us carry the light of hope to every corner we can reach, together.